Hello YouTube. I wanted to give you guys an update on the V303 Seeker. I bought this one in November of 2015, and I noticed that it seemed to have everything that the X380 had in terms of well, primarily I noticed it on the radio. The radio it's the same radio. The only difference is the color. It's got the takeoff mode, the one button takeoff and landing. It's got the this dial's the same. Fly around position, that's what that is. And it has 6 batteries, whereas the original V303 only had 4 batteries. So this morning I opened up the quad itself and looked at all the components inside and compared it to what I had seen online. And everything looked exactly the same. So I took a chance and I went ahead and updated the firmware to the same as the X380, the latest update. And it took. Everything worked fine. Still flies perfect. All the additional the changes they made to that firmware allows you to the quadcopter, once you hit the FAP button and release it, let go of the sticks, the quad will start rotating on its axis. And that's something that it does, as well as it'll you do the same thing, and you hit the FAP button, you back off from where you were hovering, you hover, and you hit the FAP button till the green light on the back comes on. It'll stay solid green, and then you back off at least 25 feet minimum, and then from there it'll start going around in a circle, and it'll keep the camera faced towards the center of where you initially were hovering. So it does that as well. So essentially this is the X380, the exception being the battery size. This is a 2700 milliamp, and the X380 I believe is a 5400 milliamp hour battery. So if I was to change the lower shell on this, if I could, I didn't find one online, but if I could get an X380 lower shell, it would be an X380. So that's been my experience. But if anyone decides they want to flash theirs, they should make sure that everything is, like I said, this version, the latest version apparently, is the same as the X380. And the biggest tip-off for me was the radio itself. If everything checks out on the radio, then I think you'll be okay. But you know, everybody do their own research. You never know, they might give you a new radio, an old firmware or even old components in this. You never know with the Chinese companies. You just don't know. So that's all I got, but it worked well. Everything's working fine.